This is Craig Allen Smith from Tucson, Arizona, and you're with Live It Up.
I'm Matt Dixon from Purple Patch Fitness, and you're watching Live It Up.
Hey, I'm Matt Long, and you're watching Live It Up.
My name is Sky Christopherson, and you're watching Live It Up.
Hi, this is Tom Gretsch from the Queens Chamber of Commerce with Live It Up and Donna Drake.
With us now is Hilary Topper, and she is the founder of HJMT Public Relations, and she's also the creator of the New York Expo. Now, we're doing this at almost like the wrap of today. Tell us how you're feeling about the execution of this wonderful day. It's been phenomenal. People are raving about it. You must feel like on a high, I guess.
It's amazing. It's just amazing. It's been an amazing day. The 9 months leading up to this have been a little bit stressful, a lot of working parts, but you know what? It all came together at the end, and I'm really grateful that my staff and my steering committee and the sponsors and everybody just came together just to pull it all together, and that was wonderful.
I've known Hilary for about 15 years, and in a past life I had utilized her services for some social media work and some search engine optimization. I found her to be a fantastic person. I recently became the exec director of the Queens Chamber of Commerce. She approached me about trying to get some inroads in Queens, and I was more than happy to help her. She's terrific.
Excellent. So what's going on that's new at the Queen's Chamber? What I found out is that you're letting people have like a complimentary visit.
Yes.
So you don't have to join the chamber first. So
Absolutely.
I thought that was fabulous. What a great idea. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. I did that a few months ago where I basically say you need not be a member of the chamber to attend our committee meetings. We have a large number of committees revolving around energy, real estate, hospitality, restaurants, not-for-profits, and so on. So I come from a very consultative model in how I manage my businesses in the past. So I want people to come in, kick the tires a little bit, feel comfortable about what's going on in Queens, and then I'm fairly certain, that they'll jump right in and want to join the chamber.
So now tell us why you decided to sponsor the New York Expo.
Well, there's so many triathletes that want to better swim. You know, so many just say, I just want to get over the swim. I just want to survive the swim. Well, they're coming in droves to our swim programs. We've got 1,500 clubs throughout the country that offer masters swimming. And we've got certified coaches that really can help the triathlete with their technique. So not only do they get through the swim, they survive the swim, but they actually start thriving on it, and they do so much better in their other disciplines. So what we came here to do was really create awareness of what master swimming can offer them to become a better athlete.
So this is the very first New York Expo, and why did Essentia decide to sponsor?
So we decided to sponsor because we wanted people to know about how great our water is and the athletes training, how beneficial it could be for them. So that's
what is different about your water. What's different?
So our water is an alkaline water, so it's a 9.5 pH or higher. So unlike other waters, it's going to be completely non-acidic. It's going to get into your bloodstream a lot quicker and hydrate you a lot better.
And I do know that by drinking alkaline water, a lot of times what will happen is that your fat cells will detox and it will release, which actually could help you lose some weight.
Yes, absolutely. It's really beneficial to the people who are losing weight. We actually help a lot of people on their health and wellness journey with our water because they realize once they start drinking, it really does change their life.
It seems like everybody in your booth is just genuinely nice, genuinely happy, right? They're big fans of the product. It seems really cool. You also are debuting another thing here. Can you tell us about that?
We do also have our shot blocks, which are 100% organic, and we have our gel shots as well. And the products are actually interchangeable, so depending on what a runner or an endurance athlete needs, they can switch 2 of our small blocks equals a gel packet. They're kind of interchangeable products. It gives people a lot of variety with flavor and what they like personally.
I like how you logistically laid it out. You had almost like different areas where people could ebb and flow, almost like an Epcot, if you will, right? Where you go to. Now, tell us about that. Tell us about the layout and why this was so functional the way it was.
Yeah, we tried to make it in a way that was in the round so that everybody would see every booth, and be able to really get to, to talk to people. I mean, that was the big thing. I really wanted as many people to go to as many booths as possible. I mean, that was really important to me, and just get the most bang from the buck for doing an event like this.
Absolutely. And it was cost effective. It was around $60 to $100 for, I guess, a person to attend, right? And for that, you had workshops going on. Tell us about the day. It wasn't just booth to booth, many different things.
Yeah, we had 20 different workshops going on at the same time. We had demonstrations, CompuTrainer competitions, body massages, physical therapists actually manipulating people right here, nutritionists talking to people. You know, we also had samples of food and all that kind of stuff. And then in addition to that, Matt Dixon, who was our keynote speaker, he was amazing, and he really talked about how to work, you know, not to train so hard and work really more efficiently. And that was a really inspiring conversation that he had.
I didn't want to be called, and it's funny, we've been around for 10 years now, and I thought, I don't want to be called Excel Systems or Dixon Training or something like that. And so it's actually a phrase that there's an English phrase, and it's not used in America very much at all. And it really means the time of life when you're performing at your optimal level. And so it's that state of flow. It doesn't have to be sports related, but where just everything falls into place. Be it at a dinner party, be that you're finding great parking spots every time in Manhattan, whatever it might be. Our job is to try and help people find their purple patch.
Wow, so you'd say, oh golly, purple patch, or bloody me, purple patch?
Goodness me, he's in a purple patch. So, you know, if a person can't stop hitting home runs, it's just like they're in a state of purple patch, a state of flow. So
it's my banner, my banner right here, purple patch. I mean, that's pretty cool. And what about gumption? I see this shirt that says gumption. What does gumption mean to you?
Gumption is it's a word that is used more in England, but it's the inner animal of many successful athletes and many successful people that I've met in my life. But it really has one particular story, which was about 10 years ago. A young woman came up to me and said, "I've already done 20 Ironman races. I'm a busy amateur, but I want to be good." And I took her out with a couple of my pro athletes that I was training at the time, and out on the bicycle, and she got dropped and couldn't keep up. And when we finished the bike ride, I said to her, "You know what? You've got gumption." I said, "You're not very good, but you've got gumption." And that athlete ended up being Meredith Kessler, who went on to become really one of the most prolific Ironman and half Ironman athletes in the world of triathlon, and US Pro Champion, and has gone from 11 and a half hours when I met her to 8:45 in Ironman racing. So Meredith owns that word for me, and so it's a word that all purple patch athletes fall in love with, and hopefully are full of.
And then also giving Matt Long that award, the I Will Award. That, I mean, I don't know. I read his book. I cried throughout the whole entire book. I mean, it just moved me, and I keep thinking when it's really, really hard when I'm working out myself, I think about Matt, and I think, you know what, if Matt could do this, I could do this. And he really, you know, he doesn't even realize the impact that he made to all of us, as athletes, as triathletes,
I was fascinated by your story. For those that don't know you in the audience, tell us about your experience.
Well, I was a 17-year veteran in the New York City Fire Department and an avid age group triathlete, marathon runner. In 2005, I had goals to do an Ironman and to qualify for the Boston Marathon. And I was very lucky that both of those had happened. But at the end of the year, I was struck and run over by a 40,000-pound bus in the city of New York. So after the accident, I was given 1% chance to live. Spent 5 months in the hospital, 43 different surgeries, and 2 or 3 years of rehabilitation to build my body back and actually get back into sport. So, I mean, that's what happened to me. And from that came a marathon comeback, an Ironman comeback, a book called The Long Run, and the establishment of the I Will Foundation.
And what do you love most about this New York Tri Expo today? What are you having that's fun for you?
Yeah, absolutely. The energy here has been fantastic. Everyone here has come over and tried out the new product. Everyone's like, what is it? And then they get to try it out and really get to feel like the burn kind of gets into the lower muscles, the upper body, and also really focusing on the core.
Excellent. All right, so here we go. We're going to get on the frog. What is the frog?
The frog gets you these.
Woo, okay.
Okay, what it does is a full body workout. So all the muscles are involved, which means you're going to build up a lot of lactic acid. And because of that, your body wants to get rid of it. And in doing so, you're going to burn a lot of fat. Okay, there's another machine that can actually, you can do presses, curls, laterals. I'm going to demonstrate it.
Yes, please do.
All right, so now what we're going to do is curls. This is for your biceps, right? Now we're going to convert it to a press. And then we're going to do squats.
It's like a whole fitness thing all in one unit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And when you said you don't want me to try this, do you?
Why not? Why not?
Oh, how did you guys become the charity of choice today?
The woman who coordinated this event is a member of our organization. She has a personal connection to our mission, and she thought that there was a perfect fit because we host a lot of events here in New York City to promote lung health and reduce lung disease, and thought that it was a perfect intersection of wellness and health and eradicating lung disease. So we're excited to be here as the official charity partner and promote the work that we're doing locally.
Excellent. And I had shared with you a few minutes ago that I do have a physician that's coming on and talking about lung screening, and you said that's a huge initiative for you. What's happening with that?
Yeah, so we just launched in May 2015 a movement called Lung Force, actually to address the rise of lung cancer in the U.S. It's unfortunately the #1 cancer killer of both men and women, and the rates over the past 35 years have doubled in women. So we are working really hard through this new initiative called Lung Force to educate people on their risks, increase lung cancer screening awareness, and raise funds for critical research for increased life expectancy and personalized treatment of lung cancer.
And it's not just a smoker's disease. I think there's a lot of people that just assume, well, I don't even have to worry about lung cancer because I don't smoke. Am I correct?
Exactly. More than 2/3 of people diagnosed are former or never smokers. If you have lungs, you're truly at risk, and we need everybody to be talking about it and have it as a top of mind cancer.
And what do you like most about working with them?
Well, I think just the relationships that we build in the community. So we have our stair climb event that we put on every year, and this year's Fight for Air Climb is on April 9th, and we have partners all across New York that come out and walk and run with us for a great cause up One Penn Plaza, and getting to know people's stories and why they're climbing and why they're participating is one of the most rewarding things about working with the Lung Association.
What do you enjoy most about this expo today? What's different about this expo?
I think it's great because you're meeting a lot of athletes. I met some Olympic cyclists today, so I got the opportunity to talk to them and their version of training, and basically about all of the other people and what health means to them and how they maintain that so that they can have optimal performances when they do perform.
Wow. Well, I was an athlete on the 2000 Olympic team in Sydney, Australia, and retired, frustrated with the drug use that was happening in cycling, as we all know now. And later in my career came back to use a lot of this new wearable technology to attempt to break a world record. And the holder of that record had received a lifetime ban for drugs. So I got the record, and that was probably the coolest thing that happened in my entire career.
You really did a fantastic job. I just want to give you accolades. I've always been impressed by you, but today, you really wowed me. And it's to think of you so highly, but then to look around at what you created, and I was like, you did everything right, Hilary. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of the New York Tri Expo here at Citifield in beautiful New York. Stay tuned for more. Live it up.